we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Broncos, nothing. Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his dirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow. And he didn't on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chiefs 7, Broncos nothing.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
We do see RPOs called quite a bit down near the goal line, and that puts a decision in the hands of the quarterback. And here he decides, I think we're best served if I just keep it myself and find my way across the goal line.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Chiefs 20, Broncos nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He sets to fire deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing his Lock on third down. And Lock throws another one. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. On play action, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down and goal. Lock buying Throwing time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Locke to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
A 3-yard gain brings up 4th down and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Brendan McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Chiefs 27, Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
By number 12.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st down, Broncos.
Pass incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up second.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Chiefs 34, Broncos 7. Harrison.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Tight dog. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Go.
Block now on first down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 18 Gator. Okay. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
To throw in his lock. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Ready up. 33. I'm trying to collect. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Here we go. Here we go. Check 99. Check 99.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, check. Deuce.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now down to 20.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
Is good.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Brendan McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The tackle made by
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they get a little bit of praise.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on first down is Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Locke with the throw, caught by Hamler. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Chiefs 40, Broncos 28.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get in that hole.
15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll start with the option. He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Locke, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
5-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
40.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. He'll look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Lock to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Watch pass.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Lock. Past the 20. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Locke. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one, pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10. I remember it.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for him again. This time it's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Broncos, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will return home next week to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.